We're doing a blind reaction to Ethiopia, actually, and this is Jano did it, I believe it is. I'll have the description down below, like I always do, and appreciate y'all rocking with the content. Gonna change up a little bit right now, but yeah, we're gonna see what this blind reaction is all about because I don't know much about not Ethiopia. I do have a few videos on Ethiopia, but I want to know what's new about it. It's supposed to be pretty recent, so let's see what it's about.
Honestly, this is not what most people imagine when they hear the name Ethiopia.
This is a land of origins.
I mean, just look at it right here. Just that first scene is amazing to me because we were taught that Ethiopians were poor and bellies are hanging out. We had to feed them through the that's Susan Summers collection thing or whatever it was, that donation thing. And so that's how we were taught Ethiopians. So to see them, in this short stint, this short thing, looking so proud and beautiful is already educational to me.
A land with one of the most unique and breathtaking landscapes.
Very
Think
much.
dramatic highlands to vast lowlands, the birthplace of coffee, a place where people preserve and hold on to their cultures and religion.
I love our people so much because they're so nice and we're so rooted to our culture.
Look at that. This is an actual street. They don't look like they need my money from a donation. You know what I mean? And this is why I do these videos. You guys know me. You follow me with the Nigerian content. You follow me with the, South African and Ghanaian and all the other countries I review. This is why we do this because I want to see sides that I can't see until I go there and visit. And it's like, obviously, we've been lied to here in the States. This is not what we were taught, and I'm glad it's different. But let's get through the video and actually watch it.
The skyline is growing, the roads
Wow.
are wide, the city is clean, it is organized. One of the fastest growing economies in Africa, you can feel it. Just me walking around here and just looking at this city, I can just feel that this is like one of the fastest growing economies in Africa. Beyond all of this, there's also like another layer of like history.
It is one of the first places in the world to embrace both Christianity and Islam in its earliest days. It is home to churches carved into the sky, sanctuaries hidden underground, and the first mosque
Beautiful.
ever built in Africa. This country has stories that most people never hear, let alone see.
Welcome to Ethiopia.
Landlocked country in East Africa, home to about 130 million people. The main language spoken here is Amharic. The currency, the money that people use here, it's called the Ethiopian birr. At the time of recording this video, $1 is equal to 150 Ethiopian birr.
Burr, okay. Ethiopian Burr. Okay, so Americans go there, they pay $100 and get 150 back. Does that mean we're rich there? Or does it kind of like change as we go along? Or is it like relative?
I think we're gonna go with you guys.
That's great. Awesome. Let me get the contract.
One last thing, you're SOC 2 compliant, right?
After praying at the central mosque of Addis Ababa, I headed straight to the heart of the city. Because if you really want to understand a place, you don't start with monuments, you start with the people.
That's actually good to know because I would have started with the monuments work backwards, but let's see what your strategy does. I think I like that.
Mercato or mercado?
Mercato,
Mercato, yeah.
named after the Italians for market.
Oh, right. So I don't understand. Ethiopia was never colonized. How come you have Italian?
They came two times in 1896. They totally defeated and arrested, surrendered.
Ethiopia has a deep sense of independence and you feel it strongly in places like this. The Italians tried more than once, but Ethiopians fought back, defended their land and kept their sovereignty. That history still shapes how people see themselves today.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is that the reason why you guys see Ethiopians see themselves as separate from other Africans because of that independence?
Haile Selassie.
But what's the best price you can do for this?
1,600.
All right, got this one for like $10. Yeah, not bad.
Not bad. Look sharp too.
Haile Selassie.
This is like the Ethiopian version of Walmart, just times like 1,000.
Supply chains operating in plain sight.
Thousands of people are here trading every day, you know, making their livelihood here.
Bukayo Saka.
Huh? Why are you saying Bukayo Saka?
Bukayo Saka.
Oh yeah, Bukayo Saka. Arsenal is your team, huh? Arsenal. Manchester better. You? You which team do you support?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Liverpool. Okay.
While I was conversing with these guys, the women at the market offered me bread.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Bismillah.
She just offered it to you? Like a free sample?
This bread is made from this tree similar to banana, and it is fermented and then baked into a dense sour bread. But just when I thought that's it, they added something else to it.
What is that? Bismillah. This is meat, right?
Meat, yeah.
It's not cooked, is it?
Yes.
Ethiopia is known for its raw meat culture. Like you see, fresh beef is cut into chunks and served with spices, or finely minced, and it is seasoned pretty much the same way. I took a few bites to understand, but I couldn't continue because my body just wasn't ready for this.
Tell them I cannot finish it.
Hey, you better than me. I couldn't finish it. I couldn't even start it. I would have thrown up. It would have messed me up.
Very expensive to buy.
This one? That's why you're eating it all.
So I'm guessing it was a free sample they were giving him, I'm guessing, to try it out. And if he liked it, I guess he would have bought more. I'm guessing that's what it was. Because it looked like hospitality, but I'm also thinking like I'm a vendor too. And this is how I would do that. But wow, he just couldn't finish it, I guess.
Yeah, you know, in Ethiopia, the tradition is, you know, when the coffee is made like this, they call their neighbors to drink together.
So everyone togetherness.
So they called everyone together as coffee. So he didn't leave. He still hung out with them, right? This is the same ladies, right?
Ethiopia, Africa. What is Zemet?
Blood related.
Related.
What does that mean that Africans are relatives?
Bye-bye. Thank you. All right. Okay.
All the women what you gave the money will pray for you more than a month.
Oh, yeah?
She will never forget.
Want to analyze ETF holdings, track fund flows, and evaluate risk scores in seconds? You can act.
So Ethiopia is firmly on the African continent. For those of you who know geography, right? Even for those of you who don't, like when you hear Ethiopia, you only think of Africa. I mean, even the African Union is headquartered here, right? But then it's unfortunate that some Ethiopians don't see themselves as African, right? I saw a comment like that on my previous video. This guy was talking about being Arab or something like that, right? And then a friend of mine explained it to me in a way that makes perfect sense, right? She said that, so for many people here, like this modern idea of being African, it's of course attached to, you know, being enslaved, colonized, and Ethiopia was never colonized in a way that most of the African continent was, right? So for them, because their ancestors fought, resisted, and maintained their sovereignty, that history matters deeply to to them, right? And that is why they reject all this, the African label, and instead they identify as Habesha. And then, but also that sense of distinction also ties to their origin, because Ethiopia is like the oldest, like, continuously inhabited places on earth, right? It is even often referred to as the cradle of humanity, with some of like the
Now, in addition, I hate to cut them off like that, but is it also another thing where, because they beat the Italians and they also beat the British at one point, okay, the Europeans said, or labeled them basically similar to white people, which is why they were able to win. And that's why they're not colonized, because they're similar to white people, or got that white label to that, and that's why they're Europeans and they're considered the Ethiopians as Africans. Let me know if I'm right about that. I heard it somewhere, but I am not Ethiopian. I'm a Black American. I do not want to sit and act like I know everything. Let me know down below. And if you made it this far, thank you so much.
the oldest human fossil, like Lucy, it is found here in Ethiopia. And then, but also, it's like the geography, it sits in the Horn of Africa, right? It's just this Red Sea that separates it from the Middle East, right? So for thousands of years, it has been like a meeting point with different people, you know, moving, trading, settling. And then because of that, even when you look at the Ethiopians, you can see that, right? You can see that. But difference doesn't mean separation. For example, look, in Mali, right? West Africa, in Niger, in Cameroon, you'll see fullers that look exactly like this, even in Guinea.
Yeah.
And these people don't say that they are not African, you know? Because, I mean, I'll even argue that, look, the whole world is African, because Africa is where everything started, right? So
Everything came from Africa, so y'all, in some respects, if that's what you're going to go with, everybody's African. Yes, you're right.
yeah, but I also understand why people, you know, even North Africa, they say, oh, no, we are not African. It's because of what Africa is associated with. It's because of, you know, the being primitive, you know, enslavement, colonized, whatever, you know, this image of Africa. That is why a lot of these guys, they're just rejecting this African label. But I mean, it is what it is. We are here, we are Africans, we are here, you know. Yeah, each their own.
Yes.
How many people live in Gambia?
Gambia, 3 million.
3 million only?
Yeah.
Wow, you know each other.
We all know each other. The whole country knows each other.
Wow, amazing. We are 130 million in Ethiopia.
Yeah, you know, you guys are. I mean, Ethiopia is very big. Very, very, very
Yeah.
big. Very massive. We've stepped into another interesting part of the market. This is like a metal recycling area.
Old machines, scrap parts, and discarded materials are collected, melted down, and reshaped. Nothing is wasted here. This is an informal industry at scale.
This is beautiful. This is real recycling at its finest. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is how you actually recycle something.
Serious action here. Wow.
The metal thing's kind of interesting though, cause like if I was there, I would want to buy that just because I thought that was cool, and that he put so much work into it. I want to just buy it and kind of reward him for his hard work, more or less. Plus, those weights look kind of cool. But I'm like, if I'm traveling, what am I gonna do with that? Who am I gonna give it to? I can't buy it.
This area here is mostly for used stuff, right? Anything. Toilet seats, stoves, lights. I see a lot of plastics up there.
Yeah, they are collecting plastics and they send it to the recycle place.
Oh, they recycle the
Mercato really is an everything market. If it exists, you will find it here. And if it doesn't exist yet, someone here is probably building it. But also, while walking through the market, I met these men, right? They saw me wearing this Haile Selassie cap. They said I should take it off. For them, Haile Selassie isn't remembered as this unifying African leader, but instead as a, you know, controversial figure.
Really? I don't know everything, but I thought he was like the best thing that ever happened. Let me know down below. I'm curious about this.
Extremist.
Who? Haile Selassie. Okay.
And he was against Islam.
He was against Islam.
Yeah.
They told me that during his rule, especially in the mid-20th century, some Muslim communities were targeted, marginalized, and even killed, you know. So you see, the same leader that is like celebrated globally can be remembered differently at home. It just depending on who you ask.
Hey, that was the same thing happened to Mother Teresa. So, some people that said she was actually kind of mean to Islamic people, but really nice to the Christians. And I think she was also mean to Hindu people. But that's just what I heard. If you guys know something different, let me know down below. Look at this, just a regular busy street, man. They look gorgeous, all right. This drone gun is
In
amazing.
front of the Addis Ababa African Union headquarters right behind me. So obviously they said I'm not allowed to go in. Normal. Let me just admire it from here and then dip. Not even a big fan of AU anyways.
Emperor Haile Selassie played a key role in bringing all these African leaders together and, also offering Addis Ababa as like the neutral ground because, Ethiopia was never colonized. So it fits like this African Union. It should be the capital of African Union. But I feel like they should move it somewhere else since the whole continent need visa to get into Ethiopia,
Yeah.
and then some Ethiopians don't feel like they're Africans. Why don't we take it somewhere that I don't know, Accra or Nairobi? Where do you think that?
I mean, you know what? Accra's becoming the middle of everything now, and you got the Black Americans coming to Accra. I can see that. Why not Johannesburg? Okay, Johannesburg maybe it's too far. Personally, I wonder if you could do somewhere centralized. I mean, I'm gonna say Congo, but that might be by American ignorance. Yeah, I'm gonna say Accra or Abuja. Yeah, I know I'm a fan of. Anybody who watch this channel know I'm a fan of Abuja and Indigo. So I say move it there.
This African Union should move to, since Ethiopians don't want it there. And it's always eaten with injera. Injera is the foundation of Ethiopian meals. They eat it with everything. It's like a soft, sour flatbread.
So if you don't eat,
I had it before. It's like a spongy kind of thing. I'm gonna do a reaction video to Ethiopian food at some point. If you guys like that, email it as far. Let me know down below.
injera, it's not lunch.
Yeah, it's not lunch. It's not even food. We're very addicted to injera.
But why are Ethiopians very big on meat?
On meat, because we have a lot of fasting seasons. So if it's not fasting, we have to eat meat. From 360 days, I think, if I am not mistaken, we have 100 something fasting days.
Wow.
And we are not allowed to eat meat, cheese, milk, what else, chocolate. So anything that is good for the flesh, we're not supposed to eat it.
Wow. How many months are there in a year?
13.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then your timing, because this woman here, I heard that you were saying 8.
It's a bit different. So now it's 4:26, right? So in Ethiopian time, it's 10. 10:26.
Ethiopia follows its own calendar and its own time, right? Well, most of the world starts their day start counting after like midnight.
Right.
Ethiopia starts counting from sunrise.
Right now, you guys that are watching me, you're in 2025. I'm in 2018, right? We're in 2018 right now. That's really cool, huh?
How long would it take to get used to that? About a year? Because I feel like it'll mess me up.
And then there's coffee. Ethiopia gave coffee to the world, so everywhere you go, you'll see coffee being roasted fresh, the smell filling the air as incense burns nearby. This is part of daily life here.
Those coffee beans.
The parks of Addis Ababa.
So one thing I like about Addis, there's a lot of like green spaces. There's a lot of parks where people just go hang around and just chill. So right now we are even in one park here. It's called the Friendship.
Yeah, Friendship Park.
Friendship Park.
Okay.
You can walk around, you can chill with the beautiful sunsets, and people can actually bring their children to the park, do sports as well, and there are like vendors, food vendors, you can grab food as well, chill. Yeah, it's actually a very chill vibe.
I'm curious to check this out. This skyline is everything. I want to come to this skyline and just take a selfie, or just shot these two right here. This skyline is amazing.
So the moment that we've been waiting for is here, right? The fountain, the dancing fountain. Wow, so this is a daily occurrence, right? Very beautiful, you know. The fountain dances, you know, with Ethiopian flag, with colors, with the Ethiopian music. And then you have a lot of, since it's wedding season, you have a lot of couples here, brides and grooms, you know, taking pictures. You know, they're just waiting for this moment to be here.
Gambia. ውጭ ሀገር የመጣ በጣም ሲቀበሉ ኢትዮጵያን ሀገሬ በጣም ያምራሉ። ከጋምቢያ ኢትዮጵያ በጣም ስትመጣ አቦሌ ኤርፖርት አቀባበል ሲደረግ የኤምሬም ታማኝ አረና ጋምቢያው ትልቁ ጋዜጠኛ ኢብሬም እንደው ስምዬ ስመለከትህ ጋምቢያ ተወልዶ አልጀዚራ
He's singing a song for him?
CNN ላይ የሚዘግበው ኢብሬም ጋምቢያ ኢትዮጵያ ጋምቢያ አፍሪካ ኩራት ናቸው። ኢትዮጵያ በእንገድብ ዓለም ያስተዋወቀች አረና ኢብሬም እሷን በመዘገብ እናመሰግናለን። የኛማ ኢብሬም የጋምቢያው ተወላጅ አሜሪካ፣ እንግሊዝ፣ ካናዳ፣ ጀርመን ኢትዮጵያን እየጎበኘ እየዘገበ ነው። አራ
አመሰግናለሁ።
ኢብሬም ላንድ አሁን ጎንደር ጤፍ እንጀራ ጠላ አለ፣ የበሬ ስጋ ቁርጥ አለ፣ ክትፎ አለ፣ ጠጅ አለ። ኢትዮጵያ ጋምቢያና ኢትዮጵያ በጣም ይዋደዳሉ። ኢብሬምዬ ወደ ሻራተን ወዳጅነት ፓርክ ለቤተ መንግስት መጥቶ በጣም
That's what he's saying. I thought he was singing something very emotional there.
የኛማን ኢብሬም ሸበላው ኢብሬም ጋዜጠኛው ተካፍሎ
Ethiopia is truly layered, right? It has this ancient vibe to it, but also modern, right? Also like very spiritual, yes, very, very spiritual, but also liberal. No, I would not say liberal. Spiritual, but also like social as well, you know? And then, you know, it's this city that is like this country that is moving fast, but also not forgetting where it came from. For me, that is truly beautiful. Like, I like that. So yeah, if this video has showed you a part of Ethiopia or Ethiopia that you didn't expect, please let it travel further.